So lie down, just while you're awake. Fearing all manner of ghouls, nags and wraiths. Microphone activated. Sound resumed.
Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen to the stream here live on Ballistix Masters YouTube gaming channel. I'm Milosh, and with me tonight are, well, at least one, but for now two great players from the South African scene. Of course, it's Spitz, who's going to be co-casting with me, and of course Lang Steven, who's going to be introducing us a bit to the game that we have tonight. What's up, lads?
Hey!
What's up,
Welcome, Drew. Thanks so much for joining us, and thanks so much to everyone else for joining us as well. And Spitz, I think I should thank you too, dude, for doing all the other matches for us so far. Die hard.
Yeah, I went back and rewatched the matches. They were pretty fun.
They were fun games, competitive games nonetheless. Intense games. I mean, the game that ALG put together before they got to that loser bracket final, that semi-final was intense against puLse.Evole. So
Yeah, that was crazy.
Some crunch games which were great, and yeah, now we're at the final now.
All right.
Drew
So,
and Thor, SvG versus puLse. puLse being the guys that's always been in the final. Last year it was puLse versus Ecstasy. Ecstasy now being retired with SvG. SvG placed third last year, if I'm not mistaken.
yes.
And they've really been putting it together this year, so I'm hoping for a tight final top teams.
Personally, I'm not surprised to see SVG in the final. puLse, of course, but I'm not surprised with SVG at all after XTC's retirement, after the last Ballistix Masters they had. So, yeah, at least it's something. So, to talk about the teams before we go live into this best of 5, let's talk about puLse.Evole. As I know, there's some BF1 music in the background, so just so you know, it's to increase the level of stress and you trying to yell at your monitor because your team is really not doing anything to win here. But let's start off with puLse.Evole. And you have the picture splash right in front of you guys, so you can check it out, the players that we have today. So, Lang, can you walk us through this?
I can, I just can't see the image yet because I think there's a delay on the stream and I'm the guy holding on to the stream. Well, I can talk about the players because I know exactly
Yes.
what you're saying anyways. That, you know, Ghost Freak used to be with Ecstasy. Ghost Freak used to be the in-game leader with me for Legion, and he's now moved over to puLse. So I'm assuming that he's going to be the in-game leader. I think that I'm guessing correct here, that he'll be the in-game leader because he can read the game pretty well. Also with Joker moving, you know, there's a bunch of stuff that's happened since you've in the last cup. Joker used to be with puLse, and Joker used to be the in-game leader for puLse. He used to be the anchor, the guy with the brains, and you know, puLse, the guys around him used to be all the brawn, pushing forward, being really aggressive, for Joker staying behind, reading the game, making all the calls. Joker has now left puLse and gone to SvG. Joker is the captain of SvG. Ghost has left Ecstasy and gone to puLse. He's now the in-game leader of puLse. The basic structure of puLse has remained the same with the addition of Ghost Freak. You'll see all the familiar faces and names there for the puLse team with the addition of Ghost Freak. I'll start at the top with Tronics. Normally does the flanking for the team, potent as all hell and really aggressive as well. He normally sticks to the AK only, and what he can do with the AK over range, most guys struggle with the M416. So you'll be a real pain in the ass, and he's insanely aggressive. Like if you smoke them out to try and create some cover, he'll push you through your own smoke. He won't wait for you to come through. The same goes for Hacksaw. Hacksaw and Ghost Freak were two of the fastest players in our community. Last year at the LAN and TGC, now everyone that knows these two players knows that both of them play on a really high sensitivity. I think Ghost plays with something like 4,000 DPI and 40% in-game. It's crazy high. And Hacksaw is pretty close to that sensitivity as well. They're both incredibly fast, really aggressive, and having them together in a team is going to be devastating because they'll rip any mid lane to shreds. Two of those working together. Hado Jeans is a new addition. He's taking over from Mike. Mike used to be the vice captain, and I think that he's wanting to take a break from gaming and stuff. He's stepping down, and Hado Jeans is a really good player. He's always been in the second team for puLse, and he's always deserved to be in this team. Evolve. So he's looking for a chance to prove himself that he's a good choice to be in that lineup. And then last guy here, Zuin. What? Not Zuin.
Well,
I can't see
Spickle's
the
not
name.
playing.
No, not Spickles, man. What's his name? The last guy. What's his name? Can't see now because the quality. Oh, Ash. There we go. Ash. Ash is taking over the role of, you know, the physical role that Joker did as the anchor, as the last guy up, the last line of defense. Joker and Forsaken, they used to play that together. Ash is now the only guy in this whole team that's got a passive mindset. You'll see that I got that text down there: aggressive, aggressive, aggressive. Like all of them are aggressive. Tronics is aggressive, Ghost Freak is aggressive, Hacksaw is aggressive, Hader is aggressive. Ash is the only guy with a passive or defensive mindset. So they'll be relying on him a lot for being the last guy up or holding the line of defense. You have to kill Ash. Like, before you can push, you have to get rid of Ash, and he can hold his own. That guy you can leave him alone, and your whole team can be up, and he can 1v5 easy. So yeah, this is the puLse.Evole team that we're looking at, and they, dude, like, on paper, they insanely strong, really aggressive, and you're gonna have to have your stuff together to try and make a plan to beat this team, because they're honestly like a steam train. If they start getting momentum, they're gonna be really hard to stop.
Alright, well, let's take a look at their opponents, SvG.Infamous. So here we have the lineup. It's Godlike, Tap Out, Panda, Fearby, and Jokerby. I remember these from before, of course. And Scooby, who's going to be their sub in this BO5. We're going to talk about the maps and the overall win right after this. So, if it's refreshed for you, Lang, can we go through this?
It's not, but the same thing. I know the players, so I can start. I know these two teams.
Nah.
Godlike used to be the captain of SvG, the co-captain. I think him and Joker, they share the load of doing the in-game leading and calling. But having Joker in the team, you know, that's one of the greatest minds in-game that we have in South Africa. He was the captain with me when we played for the South African team, and he's one of the captains that I used to respect the most out of all, because he's so good in reading the game. Godlike the same. Godlike can read the game pretty well, and you'll see the difference. Sorry guys for being a bit scattered, but if you're looking at the overview now, you'll see the difference between the two teams. Passive, 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 passive. Like, they're all passive, except for Tap Out. Tap Out is the only guy with an aggressive mindset in this whole team, compared to puLse's team, who's got 4 really aggressive guys. SvG is the complete opposite. 4 passive defensive guys, and they like playing counter attack. So they'll lure you in from they'll play a comfortable spot behind cover, and they'll want you to overdo it, to commit to your push, and then they'll punish you. As soon as you commit to a push, they'll punish you from behind cover and then counter attack it really hard and quickly. That's their way of playing. puLse's way of playing: straightforward, balls to the wall, guns blazing. SvG a bit more finesse. They'll, like I said, they'll wait for you and they'll counter attack. Godlike, really good shot, plays the flank. Tap Out plays mid with his brother. They're twin brothers, Tap Out and Fear. Both of them playing mid. Both of them quite aggressive. Fear not as aggressive as Tap Out. Tap Out would normally be the one going roaming and playing for information. Panda plays a bit more of the holding position on a flank, so he'll just, he'll chill with Joker. He normally plays on the same side that Joker's playing on. Joker will move up before Panda does. So Panda would play the same role as the guy from puLse that stays back and Ash and holds that last line of defense. That's Panda's role. And then Joker, we all know Joker plays the flank, and he'll plays it so well. Like, the one moment he'll be completely passive and so patient and frustrating, and out of nowhere he'll come at you. Like, so surprising and random. He's completely random with when he's going to push. Really not predictable at all. Scooby, we used to joke a lot saying that he's a rat, because he's so sneaky. He plays with a silencer and smoke, and he manages to just crawl through a map and get behind people completely unnoticed. And he's a complete pain in the ass when he does play.
We are, of course, playing Squad Blitz. So playing Squad Blitz with a really good smoke player is
Yeah.
very important as well. Something,
Yeah, dude.
last year we saw that it was a bit of a weakness. Hopefully this time around we'll see a bit of a difference in utilizing those utilities as we go in game.
Yeah, in all honesty, I think if you look at shot power, shooting power, ability, I think puLse has that in the bag because they've got 5 incredible shots. But I think that SvG has more tactic. They've got more thought behind their gameplay, and they'll be using all of the, the nades, smoke, all of the utilities they'll use better than what puLse will. I'm 100% sure of that. So puLse will purely rely on shooting power and aggression, and SvG would more tact, and they'll, tactical. Their smokes using counter pushes, trying to outsmart puLse. So that's why I'm keen for a really good game because it's completely opposite teams. They they salt and pepper.
Yeah, it's completely different play styles, completely different type of players, the utilities that they like to use, the positions, etc. So I don't know. It's gonna be really interesting. Makes it a lot more interesting, that's for sure. So before we wrap this up and actually get into the casting part with Spitz, Lang, would you like to tell us about the giveaway that we're gonna have on stream?
Yo, okay, we're giving away. You guys have probably seen this on Facebook from me spamming so much. We're giving away that Speedlink Phantom Hawk flight joystick. The flight stick USB device. It's worth quite a lot of money, and it's a really nice thing as a giveaway. And then the Polymus 5 charging bank. The portable charging station for your phone or whatever uses USB power to charge. We're going to give away both of those items at the end of tonight. Well, I'm only going to be announcing the winners tomorrow. How you can win this is by going to the Ballistix Masters South Africa Facebook page, not the group, guys, the page.
And that'll be posted
Ballistix
in
Masters
chat
Africa.
every now and then, so keep
Yeah,
your eyes
I'll
on chat.
post that the whole time. Go on the page and just tell us there who your favorite sponsor of this event is and why. So if you like Red Dragon or Antech or Ballistix or Crucial or Syntec, whoever your favorite sponsor is, tell us why, and the best post will win one of these prizes. We'll choose the funniest or the best or the smartest post tomorrow and announce the winners. And then all of you guys from the previous streams has won some stuff. We've given away some more. We've given away other things in previous and earlier streams. I'll get in touch with you guys for your addresses and stuff, and we'll get that to you in the next week or two. Trying to do all of this at once and then distribute everything once.
Yeah, personally, I'm a big fan of Antech because it literally keeps my computer running. So
Oh, you've got the power supply.
yes, I
Yeah, they
actually
make
have
really good
had
power supplies.
Antech power supplies for years now, since the first PC I ever built with my uncle years ago. So, buy it. It's good. It runs really well. So, with that on the side, Lang, thank you for coming in. And,
Thank you guys.
We're gonna
Probably
switch
watching
to
you guys on
the
the stream.
super serial caster mode, I guess, with Spitz.
Sorry, Glenn is like, why is Clip Drift not a sponsor? Because
What's Clip
even though we
Drift,
do
though?
love drinking in
It's
South
a
Africa, dude,
brandy,
this is still an esports event, so...
It's a brandy. It's a brandy. Alcoholics. South Africans are alcoholics, dude. Welcome to South Africa. Yeah, we
Don't worry,
pride.
I live in Belgium. I know exactly.
Yeah,
what it's like.
Belgians, yeah, they like their beers as well.
Alright, so thank you, Steven, for coming in.
Cool, man.
And it's time to get serious with Spitz. I know literally no one has ever said that. Let's actually.
What, get serious with me? I'm always serious, man.
Exactly.
I just know when to throw a little bit of laughter in there. No, guys, Milosh, thank you. Yeah, map so far, from what I can tell, was lockers. After that, I don't know. No, I'm joking. The fifth was Golmud. The fourth was Parasol. The third, I believe, was I think Zavod, and I think the second after this will be. The lockers will be our beginning map. And yeah, great
So-
shout out to yes. Sorry, go ahead.
Remind us what's going to be on the board today to win.
What? That prize pool, that money, that
Yeah, how much
I
is it?
believe I believe thanks to Captain Subs he transferred it for us, so it's $762, but it's about 10,000 rand in South Africa. 10k gets you the yeah, you win this, you win 10k, guys, which is pretty reasonable.
How much is that in alcohol?
Guys? In alcohol, that's a lot of alcohol, I believe, still. As South Africans, we do know really cheap watering holes and really cheap, what is it? Bottle stores? Well, I don't think. Yeah, Shabines. We know Shabines.
Sorry, man. The first place is the total price of this
Is
event
Oh,
is
okay.
25,000, and then first place the guys will win 10,000. Second
Yeah, there
place
we go.
5,000. Third place has already been decided. That is ALG Vanguard. They win
God, yes.
4,000. Fourth place is that Pulse Elevate.
Elevate, yeah.
Won 3,500 rand, and fifth place is Pew, and they've won 2,500 rand. So it's all cash, a lot of cash. Thanks once again to the sponsors for providing us with this money and the opportunity to run another event.
Hopefully, we can run some more in the future. Maybe some more on land. That's for sure.
Yeah.
All right. So, let's actually head in game and tell the teams that we can go live.
Yeah, I think they're really restless now. We'd have to just restart the server quick.
All right. Let's head in. Of course, our first map is going to be Operation Walkers. So that's a pretty standard map, isn't it, Spez?
Yeah, pretty straightforward. I mean, the best way to describe it is just like, I would say like a Dota map, you know, straightforward, 3 lanes, you know, top, mid, bot. So it's going to be very interesting to see how things do go. I mean, my Lockers experience so far in the tournament, there were a few games. I think SvG and Pulse were in those games as well that I did cast. You'll see Pulse do play a bit tentatively in and around the center of the map, down mid lane. Well, there's actually no bot lane, actually. Top and
Well,
mid.
there is the lower side, so you can count that
there
as
is the
bot
lower
lane.
side, yeah. But you'll see Pulse will normally, I mean, depending on which side they will be, either way, they won't push too many through into center around the tower side, normally where Charlie would be on a conquest, you know, part of the map.
Yeah.
But yeah, they tend to be a lot more patient, take their time. SvG as well, they can be very patient at times. But you'll, like, Slung alluded to, Fear, he does enjoy being that entry fragger now and again. He can clutch some good kills. Same with Tapat, so him and his brother, they're very, very adrenaline type players. They just go for it, man. They're really good players. I mean, but Pulse on the other side come with that long-term experience, that, yeah, it's just that pedigree, man. It's conditioning that Joker's put into them over the couple of years that they've been together now, and the way they performed last year as well. But Ghost Freak coming in and adding a different style of play, again, very, like Slung alluded to, the sensitivity. This guy is high octane, goes at it. You know, he just throws himself into situations and just, you know, just hoys, as we would say, and just try and get a few kills here and there. But we'll see Haxor and Panda will go on the outside. Panda's going to rotate straight into the middle as he goes down the stairs, and he's going to look for a few engagements there.
Alright, great start here. Pulse is going to get their first frag. It's very interesting that SvG didn't put too many players up on top, but as I say that, there's already one coming up. Gets the kill on one. SvG are getting a few nice kills here to clean things up. Joker finally able to get a couple of shots, but it's Haxor to jump right down onto him, and Pulse with the aggressive plays, which really do favor them on this map, have control of the bomb, and now with a complete squad wipe, they're at least going to be able to establish a first line of offense to push back SvG.
Yep. No, and this obviously, I mean, these SvG have been in finals. Pulse always have been in finals, mostly, when it comes to Battlefield 4 South Africa community and competitions that are played here. So, I mean, a best of 5, it's a bit of a different type of feel going into it. You have a little bit more time in the sense, in terms of if you do lose the first map, you can kind of recuperate and really focus on the second map and bring yourselves into it. Hell, there's a third map as well that you could even use if you want to. But yeah, Pulse really not taking too much time this time around, and they're just going straight for it. But SvG are responding well here, and they've managed to clear out the Pulse players. Ghost Freak's going to move up, try and get a bit of a frag here and there just to slow down the SvG response.
This still would have been a perfect
from
spot.
the front.
This would have been a perfect spot to have an engineer to lob some RPGs down range to be able to take down any diffuser on the other end of an A. And we used to see a lot of EU teams that would do this back in the old ESL days.
Yes, yes, yeah.
Pulse is still keeping up the noose, and even though they lost the first objective push, it's not done for them just yet. They want to lure SVG out of this spot. Panda getting a bit too aggressive, and this is why pandas are an almost extinct set of animals, because Ghost Freak just comes up and shoots them in the face, and now he's going to have control of that C objective, and this is so difficult for a team to push from the outside. They already used up all their grenades, and they really need smokes for this push here.
Yeah, your cover is really limited coming in from snow side. I mean, those guys Paul's guys have all the cover they need. Just, you know, you can see the guys coming from far. I mean, okay, the fire is going to cause a bit of a nuisance, but not really gonna stop. The disarm is coming out, however, Hacksaw comes forward, gets cleared out, and SvG, no, Joker is close by. He's got the Magnum up. Gets pushed hard.
Oh, Ghost! Oh my god, Ghost's play is just absolutely crazy. That sensitivity lends so well to him.
Very electric player. Quick reflexes, quick snapshots. And he has to work hard obviously on his accuracy as well, having such a high sensitivity to keep that mouse as still as he can.
Exactly, and you know, he might look a bit of an older gentleman, but he, in terms of the accuracy and just his reaction time, is just fantastic, especially on this level. So now SVG are trying to regain the mid-map control, but Hado is already in the top tower, which is great, because here you can just open fire on anybody that wants to push through. 2 kills already for SVG, and here we go. One more onto Godlike. This only leaves Furby right outside. He's just going to be chucking nades, but he's last in his squad, so definitely needs to pull back. If you aren't taken down, it's just an extra respawn rate. And yet again, Pulse are pushing through. Remember, they took down that C objective, so A is going to be completely open for them as they come down here. Fear is expecting some sort of side push, at least pushing back Ghost Freak for now. Might help them a lot, but Ghost Freak will be able to take him down. It's going to be a while before he gets here, but Tap Out to take down Hado.
Yeah, Tap Out just clutching the kill on Hado there, doing a great job. I think Fear spent a little bit too much time trying to clear out Ghost Freak. I think it was too concentrated on that. Tap Out holding spawn here well, so SVG will have flotations close in around that MCOM. So they're going to try and get...
Ghost! Oh, he can't get the third one. Fearby just jumps out and gets the 44 Magnum right to the face. And now it's all up to
That's a good clutch frag there. Grenade's going to come out, it's going to slow this down. RPG as well.
Oh my god.
Hado's holding it here. He's still there.
Second nade.
Clean him out. SVG will be able to defuse this nicely.
If only that second nade had went out.
Yeah, sorry Milosh, I wanted to come back to you about that RPG thing. So, obviously, like you said in the past, the ESL European teams, very adamant on those engineers, using the rockets RPGs to kind of slow down the disarms. Now, this year, I mean, you saw it in last year's tournament, RPGs everywhere, s'mores everywhere. It became somewhat of a little bit of a meme within the community in terms of certain players being so well known for being high-end small players, if I can put it that way. So this year, Slung went ahead, changed the rules. Only one engineer allowed throughout each map, and he has to be declared at the beginning of each game. That's if they do change it, but normally they stick to it. So it's a lot more situational these days in terms of our scene, how these guys are using their s'mores and RPGs, and or the engineer players in this case. So you'll see Hado will play, but not all the time. So it will be situational, definitely. Like now, for instance, he's not even on that engineer kit. He doesn't need to be.
Yeah.
But obviously when the attacks come out, maybe he gets taken out, so then he can respawn as an engineer because they might just need that clutch kill with an RPG.
Finally, Tronics is going to get eliminated from middle.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
So he's defending middle top quite well, but unfortunately the rest of the Pulse players, Ghost Freak, and I think it was maybe Hacksaw joining him, they went underneath, so making it all the way through, and they're going to plant Bravo.
Yeah, but Ghost, very smart play here. He not only suppresses mid, but realizes, alright, there's too many of them. Let's just wait until we get the few kills. I'll just pull back, won't get greedy to just force a bomb plant. And this is great.
Yeah.
Now it moves back, gets the plant down. And in the meantime, SvG are trying to get themselves back into a favorable position. 2 spawns now come in from at Tap Out. And that is going to be heard by one player in Kitchen. It gives them a huge advantage here on Pulse's side. And they're just going to overwhelm them and take out everybody from Infamous. And now this gets exponentially more difficult for the attacking US side. Because all the walls are now open. and good luck, have fun getting out of spawn. We've had this issue since we were testing this map about 2.5 years ago in Squad Obliteration. It's gonna be just this way this time around as well. And Paul's just gonna sit back and wait until the kills come in.
Yeah,
as we're looking to take the round.
stopped it, I think. Yeah, the SvG have just conceded this. So the first half will definitely go to puLse in the end. 2-0 MCOM victory there. First half, first map, Lockers, guys. And I also wanted to just, highlight this as well. On the other side, it's still not surprising, though, that puLse have played so electrically on this Lockers game, or on this Lockers map. Historically, we've seen XCC and puLse being the two foremost teams in terms of how well they play on Lockers compared to most of the other teams in the SA scene. Hey Lush, you still there?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm contemplating.
I get worried because sometimes my internet just suddenly drops out and then it comes back again, and then it's like, what's going on?
that feel. I know that feel.
And I don't have my TS notification sounds on, so I don't know when people come and go, or whether I've been disconnected or kicked. Hey, you could ban me from the server and I wouldn't even know. I'll just keep talking.
Slang, are you listening to the stream?
Yeah, somebody could ban me from the TS and I wouldn't even know. I'll just keep talking, pretending as if I'm still in there.
That's what I try to do with life, Spitz. So, let's...
Glenn, I don't know, I can't give you a straight stat on what's the win-loss ratio for puLse in finals, but I can pretty much say it's probably 90%, 90 times out of 100. 9 times out of 10, that's my favorite saying. So they
900 times out of 1,000.
Guys, just to remind you that this is a best of 5, eh? And no one has a map advantage.
Yes.
No map advantage.
So there you go. That way you know that each team has to at least win 3 maps. So the winning team will have to take 3 maps before they can make it through and, get their 10k run at the end of it. So,
yeah, and that's why I said, things are slightly different here, where you can kind of take your time in a sense, because you do know you have a longer map pool here to work with.
Yeah, if it's not your map, you can try on it, but if you lose it, you don't just force yourself. And I think that's exactly what puLse are trying to do right now. Like, you know what? This is our map. We're the aggressive players. We should have this in the bag. Now, you can definitely, if you're a SvG, you can definitely tilt them by taking this map. But it won't happen, at least not from what we're seeing right now. Maybe the position change is going to help them out, but definitely puLse were keeping the aggression on SvG pretty much the entire round. So this is a great spot for them to be in.
Yeah, no, definitely. Any advantage in any game, no matter how long it is always favored or always accepted from the in the lead. So yeah, puLse are definitely gonna want to take this first map and just give themselves a nice comfortable little cushion to work from moving forward. It's one less map that you have to win, but SvG probably won't give up anytime soon. We've seen that before, and they will now be on the it's Russian red, correct? Yeah, Russian red side, and puLse will be on your US blue side.
I love how everybody has these really MLG faces on their hoods, like Spartan and whatever, and then one of them has a Derp Batman, and it's just great. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, let's get the show on the road. Now teams have indeed switched sides, so we're going to be moving in here as puLse are sending 3 players along the outside. This is great because the US team has a running advantage towards the outside here of middle, so they can send 2 players at the top side and the stairs before the enemy team. This gives them a huge advantage on the offense. puLse already getting the first kill in here. They clean up the second. Joker is right below here, hurting lower stairs, but I don't think this is going to last too long, as they should hear him if he tries to move. There we go. A nice cleanup, and now they're going to start moving towards the enemy side. The puLse.
Joker deciding to take it slowly. Ash was expecting someone to come up there, well, from the top, that is. Gonna rotate down. Joker's still underneath here. He might just find himself a nice little frag here when he comes up. Oh, players managed to move across just in time. But he is still on the back end, so he does have an opportunity here to just surprise the puLse players.
Cinders are going to be coming in to the small ticket booth here to make sure that tap out is cleared. Indeed, he will by Ghost. One spot in the back, double kill coming in for Hado, and that's going to be the bomb plant. Now, some of you might be looking at this, maybe it's your first time, and you're like, why can we see the bomb on the map? Well, you can see it, but not the enemy team, that's for sure. The only way to see where the bomb is to spot the player carrying it. If you don't spot him, then you cannot see the bomb, and even then, it's only up for 8 seconds on your mini-map. So you have to keep that in mind. You know, it's not like, hacks like we saw early on in the testing phases of Squad Blitz. So, taking that, Hado gonna be able to get 1 kill. Joker with the 44 hip fire takes down kill number 2, and there we go. That's the 6 shooter that I love.
Yeah, I mean, we spoke about this last year. G18,
Yeah.
why is no one using it? They moved over to the G18. Now it's been banned in SA. So now everyone's gonna have to move. They moved back to the Magnum again, and I'm pretty sure most of the guys were probably quite happy, except for Hado. Hado, mass love for the G18.
I
He's too
main
OP on
man
it.
at G18. It's
So, yeah.
play everything
so now
with the
they
G18.
have to be back on the Magnum, and some guys are deciding to shift over to the B93 as well. I use it in my pubs, B93R, and it does work quite nicely now and again. And a few guys, I've even seen some guys pop out the M9. Hell, why not?
I
Bring out the
remember
Beretta.
early on when the game was released, before the 44 Magnum was really the thing to use in competitive play. Everybody used to use the FN,
Yes.
the FN57 because it had that rate of fire, and also helped a lot with just taking down everybody that's going to have armor, because back then extra armor really was a nuisance for players. Not so long this time around. So that aside, puLse are going to get taken down here. Infamous should just, or SvG.Infamous, in a great spot, and
They've
they're
responded
actually,
well here, and I think a very interesting thing, and I don't know if it's really played I don't know how to put it, a major role here, but Fear's switched over to an AEK with a suppressor this time around. So this time his gameplay or his rotations aren't going to be spotted out by the puLse guys as easily as it was in that first half, where he was being quite electric, and he moves a lot. Same with his brother Tap Out as well. Electric players, these two boys, high octane players for this SvG team.
speaking of
Tap Out
that,
getting
it's
a
Tap
nice
Out.
easy multi there for himself, putting on good pressure. He's just causing a lot of trouble here. Gets another, get a 4th. Yeah, could he get the 4th? No, he goes taken out, but bought his team a bit of time to rotate up and keep this puLse team close in.
Speaking of that,
So this,
I
yeah.
really do think that SvG could have definitely stayed, spent 1 or 2 more players and set them on B and C a bit longer, instead of sending 3 players back to take the bomb, because they were afraid of maybe an outflank. They should have maybe just stayed with 3 or 4 players on here. Would have been a lot easier to take down. Could have possibly given them a huge advantage in this. But of course, hindsight is always 20/20, and we can just sit here and look at everything that's coming up on Spectator. So, as we say, this puLse have to control the bomb, and they're going to start moving around to the opposing end of the map. Ash is holding down the opposite side of lower stairs. Godlike will try to peek from the top side. Of course, they have opened up all of the prison cells here, and from the previous side that we had, of course, a few minutes ago. And they're going to be watching the entryway. Infamous, there we go. They're going to be able to take down 1, and now they're going to secure the bomb, and I'll just turn it around to the other side of the map.
SvG responding well yet. Still haven't gotten that MCOM yet though, unfortunately. Yeah, looking for that Magnum.
He wants him to move.
That's a good grenade, that's a good grenade.
It's Hanoon. Won't be able to take him out, and he's going to go
Gets
down.
taken out in return. That part's actually going to rotate around.
I'm not
Trying
sure
to
about this
avenge his
move.
brother, and he gets killed himself. I'm not too sure if that was a smart move. Rotate back with the bomb, and now he's giving it back to puLse. One man standing for SvG here.
Oh, here we
Joker.
go.
He's clutching one against his former team there, but yeah, he's bought his team a bit of time to come back from spawn and just try and defend this.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. The bomb carrier going for the kill. It's always bad in every game that you play. Let's say you're playing Rainbow Six, you're playing CS:GO. Just never put the bomb carrier ahead of your attack. It's just bad, really bad. There you go.
Oh,
So-
God, like try to reload there and got caught out. Ash is here. Cause SvG a bit of trouble, but Joker's going to rotate. He will find one, so Ash goes down. And SvG will have an opportunity to defuse this and then have an opportunity to rotate forward. Tronix is here. He's got a second on him. That's Ghost Freak. Finding themselves in these other cells by Snowside. Meantime, SvG is going to say screw that. We're just going to run forward. Remaining Pulse players have spawned back at base to meet the SvG players on the other side of the map. Tronix is still here, however, and they've just left him alone. Why not? Don't waste any time. If he wants to stand there, it's fine, but that means they have to deal with less players up front. But SvG struggling here. Godlike clutches one. Does he clutch a second? Yes, he will. Does a great job there. I think there's footsteps though. Ash is underneath.
They should be able to hear at least one player
Yeah, I
behind.
heard Ash coming, so somebody should have heard him on that SvG.
Oh, the double spray!
Yeah, got very good amount of kills there. Rez is coming out. You're buying some time there for Godlike. Godlike makes it back. Does he get a second? I don't think he'll make it. Okay, unfortunately, gets taken out there. Joker switches to Magnum, but in that time, gets taken out.
Not too shabby. Back and forth in here. And it was a pretty early plant. There's still a lot of time to play around with here. So we might be seeing 4 or 5 more big pushes. And definitely might go into overtime. Because remember, if we're at 2-2, we gotta go to overtime.
Yeah, we've seen a few overtime games already. I mean, ALG Vanguard took Pulse Elevate to overtime and won their loser bracket semi-final. Then unfortunately lost to this SvG team in the loser bracket final. But we've seen overtime, and SvG definitely playing some good tempo here, and we could just see overtime in this first map here. Pulse finding it is easy being held back here. Two teams just beating each other out before somebody makes a move. Grenades, abilities just being used as much as they can use it.
There you go. Hexor is trying to go for quick peeks. He wants to gauge the situation. Getting a bit too aggressive will get taken down. The Ghost Freak's gonna get helped out. He is carrying the bomb, so his position is fairly precarious. He's gonna go.
Pepper puts himself in a bad position because he's gonna get caught out. The bomb has been slowed down though. Joker does a good job. Can't get that return kill there, and the final SvG player gets cleared out. As Godlike goes down, Hater gets a good frag there on him, and now they're gonna plant Alpha. Hater's gonna run straight outside and meet the spawn. Gets one, gets taken out though.
And this is the thing, though. I think players have forgotten that you can actually drop the bomb if you're carrying it.
No, I think a lot of players do remember that, but normally they try to have a dedicated bomb carrier. I mean, sometimes in CSGO, for instance, on the CT side, you'll have dedicated kit carriers, so...
Don't be a loser by a diffuser, of course. So we'll see if they try to get onto this. 2 more players alive from puLse.Evole. Tronic's going to be able to take down one.
Gonna clutch. No! Numbers coming back just in time. I think SvG will tap this just to stop it from... Yeah, they've got it. I think they might just be able to...
Oh, grenades! Grenades are raining in!
Incendiary and grenade, and there we go. The bomb goes down, Pulse bringing it back, and... GG, it will be good half. Good map. Pulse taking this first map 1-0. Well, sorry, 4 incomes to 1, correct? Yeah?
3-1.
3-1, sorry. 3-1.
And that means that we will have a...
I think it's Siege next.
I'm not sure, actually.
No, we'll see. I think it is Siege next. It's either Siege or Zavod, guys. I know Dawn was eliminated.
So remember, guys, of course, big thanks to our sponsors, Crucial Ballistix, Antech, Red Dragon, and Syntech. So go.
Yeah, Siege is the next map.
Go give them a thank you.
Yeah, guys, all the details in the description below. You'll find the websites there, also their social media. In terms of Syntech, their Ballistix as well, the Ballistix Masters page, that's also down there. You can also head on over to the teams themselves, their social media, Facebook and Twitter accounts. Want to give them a like, give them a follow, see what's happening there, not just in the Battlefield scheme of things, but also in their CSGO. I mean, Pulse made it through to the medal state, the Samsung $1 million, they made it to LAN for CSGO there, so that's well played to them. So you can go check out any info on that. I mean, ESL CSGO I think started, ESL Africa CSGO started today as well, so go check out, see if Pulse maybe partaking there. SVG as well, also taking place in CSGO, so you can always go check them out there. Zhao giving mad love to Red Dragon, of course, Red Dragon Peripherals. So yeah, guys, info's down there in the description. Link in the bio. Lol, Instagram vibes. I'm just joking.
Tinder, Snapchat.
Yeah, you know how it'd be.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go check out all the info's there for you guys. You know, the internet. We all know how to
No,
use the internet. So just
imagine
go for it.
this. Imagine you can link to your Tinder profile.
What?
Like, just send a link, and somebody can check out your Tinder profile and like or dislike.
I think you can do that. Well, you can share. I think on Tinder, if you see, say for instance, you see a girl, and you think, okay, I'm not going to
Yeah,
match with her, but
yeah,
maybe my
you
mate
can-
might like
yeah,
to match
exactly.
with her. You can send the link to somebody.
Yeah, but I'd never do that.
Yeah, same here. Zhao giving a 10 out of 10 for Red Dragon there. Zhao, remember, read the comments above. There's a nice giveaway there of the Speedlink Phantom Hawk flight joystick or that power bank there. You can go
Pokemon themed.
onto the Ballistix Masters Facebook page and tell us why you love Red Dragon so much. You
I
could end up
do
winning
believe
something.
I do believe the giveaway is South Africa only, so I'm sorry
Yeah.
for anybody else.
Dude,
but-
don't worry. I think most of the 59 viewers, which is fantastic, guys, by the way. Thank you so much. Glenn, who did you swipe right to, though? Who's Bay? Who is Bay, though?
Of course it's you. Kimman.
I don't know if they're talking about me, though.
I'm sure they are.
It's both comforting and disturbing at the same time. You guys would match with me.
You know,
Anyways.
when you check out the lasses, and it's always like there's like that one guy in between 3,000 girls. Like, dude, why are
Oh,
you in
yeah.
here? Why?
Yeah, why? So anyways, SvG will be on your more offensive US blue side, and POS will have the more defensive Chinese red side from the get-go here on Siege.
Yep. Let's see where Ash. So we were talking about Ash being that anchor, the player that likes to sit back a bit, just wait around, playing passive. He's got to be the one to hold off certain line sights, and that's exactly what we're going to have here. Playing the Ace-23, so he can definitely squeeze out a bit more range out of his weaponry. And on the other end, it's going to be Joker. No M416, which is not too bad of an idea in this. But here we go. 2 kills coming in very quickly from that US side. Tronics, though, jumping in, taking down Godlike. The tap out is still in Mannequin Stores. Joker B is going to land a beautiful double frag. And they're just eliminating everybody from Pulse. Tronics and Hackstores are still alive, but if they can converge on them, that would be a great deal. And here we
If there's
go.
one map that SvG definitely have used well, it's the Siege of Shanghai map. They're very well versed on this map. They work hard on it, so I'm pretty sure you're gonna see a lot more fight from SvG on this map.
And I love this. I love this, how instead of just putting everybody on C, which is what most players will do, or most teams, you know what? They go into them all and they sit up on
Yes,
top side,
yeah.
and that is perfect to defend against anything
as
that
my
comes out of
friend
spawn.
as my friend Fabio, or Jesus, now I forgot Fabio's in-game name. Pora, our number 1 Portuguese player. Pora likes to call it the mezzanine.
Yes.
His team
Oh,
calls it
beautiful
the
name.
mezzanine.
Oh my god.
Some people call it eskies or escalators, obviously, where those escalators are.
Though this is the thing, this position is really good for when fighting against teams that are coming back from their own base respawn. What's not the case in here is Pulse. We're setting up right outside, and we're talking about Ash, the player, and in this case Tronics as well. They just stayed on the side street and just waited until they had sufficient enough reinforcements to push through C from the backside, and then coming in from the front as well to clean things up. So in the meantime, it's Tap Out and Joker that are trying to slow down the offenses. RPGs are flying in from Hado to try and take down every sort of just readouts they have in here. These cement blocks that provide a lot of cover for SvG that are going on the defense here. One more kill for Pulse. As we speak, is Joker all the way in the back lines.
Like it just happened now, my game disconnected. Sorry, guys.
No. So I'll have to do a bit of a radio solo.
I think it's the IP addresses are clashing on my network.
Do not.
I'll join.
Alright,
Coming back,
This
coming back.
Ghost comes in and gets 2 kills from self though. Gets eliminated. Hado will get forced back. Gonna go for just a bit of healing and wait up until his teammates are ready to help him out. They're trying to peek out here. Like even in situation where the bomb carrier is exposed, they still want to expose themselves even more and open fire. And this might come to bite them in the booty, as Hado's going to be able to take down one. Haxor will help out for a second, and Ghost would chime in for a third. But there's still a Joker right in Mannequin Store. Might be able to go for a nice headshot here with a 44, and just goes for the reload. Might just peek on it. No, nicely done. Tronics will eliminate him. And now we need to see some smokes to come in to block the vision from SVG, as B-site will be the point of attack here for puLse. Slow HP is Hado. He's going to be able to make it through. This would never work against an EU team back in the days, because no smoke equals you are dead.
Yeah.
Panda is going to be smoking in. And this is the same thing as in pretty much any other game. Smoke your enemies, don't
That
smoke
grenade.
yourself.
Almost a friendly grenade. If the frag didn't come out there, play would have definitely been cleared out by the friendly grenade. The Ash trying to clutch, but he gets taken down. Tronics is still on the back end here. Trying to find a quick frag there, but he gets taken out. Oh, sorry, Raid. Raid's like, I don't know who No Name is. But anyways, Raid he came into the chat saying he's just here for the Zozo jumps. And No Name is a youngster. He used to play for XB. But he's a youngster in this community who's well equipped when it comes to the Zozo jumps. So that's what I was, just a bit of a meme there, Raid. But sorry for that. I assumed you might have known who No Name is. We're very used to just having SA only guys here, but it's fantastic to see non-SA guys watching, or guys who aren't that aware of the competitive realm of Battlefield 4 in terms of South Africa, and that it's still going here in South Africa. And it's good to see that. Guys, big shout out to everybody who's also just joined now as well. Thank you.
You know something, at least in BF4 we have private servers, so...
Yeah, exactly. Hey, listen, I've been
BF1.
enjoying my BF1 experience to a certain extent.
Yes.
So, as it always happens, right, with the Battlefield game.
Yeah, it always takes, like 7 years. So...
Yeah, before we actually get used to it.
Yeah, that aside, Haxor is going to be jumping in, getting the res. No, he won't be able to get the res, and he goes down. Oh, huge! Ghost Freak's the only player alive now. And if they can take him out, done with the flank. Ghost Freak gets taken out, and that is going to be a cleanup here. Hado now comes in from the main highway. But will they actually hear him? Because we saw SVG with the same position before. Fortunately, though, Joker will be able to spot them out and relay info to his team. This is a great spot to have an engineer. We're going to have an NG on the defensive side here.
Good thing, yeah, he's rotating back just to find this rotation by Hado. Hado's going to pop small. I think he got the kill. He did.
Yeah, he did.
Chronix is close in. You smoke well, so he's going to try and clutch this defuse. I think he was spotted out though, but he gets the kill on Joker. Can't get the second. Okay, so puLse so they conceded the MCOM, but now they've decided to set up from the SVG side, surprise them from behind, in terms of just defending this. Panda's going to come out from US spawn. He's going to get cleared out because puLse set up quite nicely. They're going to push Ghost Freak away. He gets a clutch kill. Going to get taken out as he pulls the paddles there. 2v2 now in the mid. Main road. Tronic surviving on his reload. Halo's still up, but he's crouched here. Oh! He comes up, he gets killed. And now SVG will have another opportunity to move forward, put this bomb, and get themselves a point.
It's a very back and forth game. Like in a map that's so tack heavy as Siege of Shanghai, it's already the team that is tack heavy that's gaining control. Whereas we saw in Operation Lockers, where it's a lot more about flanking and reaction time. And very favored puLse with that 3-1 victory. So far, it's looking pretty tight.
Yeah, SVG under a little bit of pressure here. puLse slowly tightening the noose a little bit more. Similar to what they did in Lockers there, pushing the SVG team backwards. SVG do have the numbers back up again. He's going to look for a Swagnum. Is he going to find it? No, he's going to switch back to the AK. Quick reload there. He's a player, spots him out, should find it, clutches that kill. SVG now have an opportunity to move up. They'll find one on the left side here. Yeah, he sees him Zozo there.
Oh god, that
It wasn't
jump.
a successful Zozo, but he did go for the Zozo nonetheless.
Yeah, those Zuzu jumps are just fantastic. I mean, I've met Zuzu personally, so I can say that in real life he does indeed move like that. Oh, great nade! And this is why nobody goes for that B plant. It's so easy to deny it. And puLse again, just playing the backside. Oh, great close on the reinforced windows
Yeah,
there.
just in time. As I can see, Axel was like, I don't know, guys. I don't know what I need to do here. Trying to find his way. He's gonna have to hard rotate here. SvG battling hard around here, around the car. The car show fears around one of the displays here. Setting off the alarms and
Is he
shit.
indeed on display?
It's taken out, and yeah, there we go. puLse managed to clear up nicely.
Pretty good so far. 6 minutes and 12 seconds remaining. I remember back in the day where every go for was played at 15-minute timer, but all pro teams would play at 10 minutes because that was the official like ESL tournament status. So it made rounds a lot faster and a lot more clutch, that's for sure.
Yeah. PG responding well, yeah?
Please, guys, let's give some love to Spitz. Of course,
Yeah,
he's done pretty much everything
I mean, the
so
work.
far.
If puLse would go and check out their Twitter page, they'd realize they've been tweeting a shitload of these things over the past weeks. Doing a lot of work for them socially, dude, on their social media. But okay, it's what ifs.
So, Tronics, we're gonna try to peek it. Won't be able to do much. Ghost is still alive. He's gonna get a quick respawn onto him as the tree will start to break down. And they're gonna take control of the top side of the mall here by escalators. Unfortunately, they still have to deal with Godlike and Tap Out. 2 will fall. But Ghost and Ash will trade for themselves as this A set will get planted. And my game just randomly alt-tabbed.
Excuse me, he's a bit slow, yeah? Don't know what he's... No? Okay. Runs himself into... Well, he was alone. But he ran himself straight into the arms of Tronics, I believe.
I'm sure a great many people would like to do
No-Name
that.
is here! Our Zozo King is here! He has joined us. Also, shout out to another fantastic guy that's done a lot of work so far this year in the casting scene, Ribus, Uncle Ribus. He's here as well. Rebecca Sarambo.
So guys, quick thing. I have indeed lost in-game audio because Battlefield 4 likes to randomly alt-tab and crash audio on me. So I'll have to
that
live with
sucks.
this for the next few minutes as, well, we basically know so much about the game we don't even need audio, right? Here we go. A nice
Yeah.
jump in from Tap Out. It's going to be able to
Yeah,
get...
gets a good clutch kill there on Tronics. He's going to rotate on up. SvG to go. One puLse player to deal with. Quick grenade coming in on the showroom floor. You should find this player. Where is he? Where did he go? Oh! Nice sneaky little clutch there. puLse getting numbers back. Alpha's going to be the plant. SvG in a good position to bring themselves back into this matchup.
So, puLse are trying to move back into here. They're going to be able to get the defuse for Tronics. Nicely done. And SvG will set up here in just the middle highway, just to try to take down any player that wants to move through here. Incidentally, we haven't seen anybody play the water side just yet. So maybe that'll be for a later. Tap Out. It's going to get the tap res on his teammate. And we might just see some Zuzu jumps in here. Unfortunately, this is very difficult to take if you're playing on the wet side because you have so many places where the defense can just stand behind cover and out Zuzu you themselves. So
Joker under heavy pressure here. This is a new move for Joker that he's worked on, running up main road up against that car. So normally where Panda's standing now is where Joker used to play for when he was in the puLse setup. So he used to stand here as engineer and he used to do his little work there with a small. But they've switched things up a little bit. SvG now being a little bit more aggressive. They've moved up while my in-game sound is still working. Sorry about that. I just had to throw that out there. Quick grenade here by Joker onto truck.
ooh,
Oh, gets a little lob grenade kill there.
that's a great nade.
Kobe. It's a really good kill there.
There we go. One more for Joker. He is on fire this game. 26 kills for him, and he's just really putting the team on the back right now. So Still, and yeah, I know more people have this problem like I do, where the game minimizes on its own. I'm literally only using my mouse and F1 keys, and
Yes.
it just randomly alt tabs and it crashes audio. And the devs won't
Oops.
even reply to me to tell me what's wrong and how to fix it. So, yeah.
Panda's struggling with the revive. I think that's the hardest thing he's done this whole game instead of trying to get frags. Is trying to get that revive there, but trying to get it up. SvG but lose the
Tronics.
numbers once again.
Tronics is
So
just
good.
on fire with these cleanups.
Yeah, man. Guys like Tronics. Just no.
There you go. Minute 23 left on the clock. This is one more push. If SVG can stop this one, then they might be able to go for one of their own and maybe take it to a 2-0. However, if they do end up getting taken out, which is exactly what's going on right now, then we might just be seeing a complete cleanup for puLse and a tie-in for the second half of this map. So this is why SVG, you see them going all the way back towards the cafe, and they're going to hold off until their enemies start to push towards B. And this is perfect timing for Godlike to get a better spot. Tronics, though, gets a team kill in this spot. The res will go in, but with 45 seconds on, Haxor is going to have nades raining right onto him. And as soon as he tries to get onto B, he's going to get shot down. Perfect spot to be in here.
They've only got one to deal with, it's just Ash. But Ash is now going to bring up one, so that's two now. Clutch is a good kill, but they come around and clean it up. And SVG should be able to now walk away with this first half and bringing themselves back into this. So one of your friends, Clean, just giving you a little bit of feedback there on your communication to the devs.
Godverdomme, Clean. Not nice. Not nice at all. Of course, the usual Dutchman is like, you know what? This costs too much money to do. Why would they ever, wait around to fix your problems?
Yeah, but there we go.
How
So
does
SCG bringing it back. No, just with one aim comp, but they do take this first off.
Indeed. And Hoff is asking, how do you get involved as a sponsor? I'll give you my PayPal account, and you can you could work this out on.
I don't know if he's talking about for us or for actual competitive gaming. I'm
sure he's talking about us. I'm sure.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, I'm just gonna quickly reboot the game.
Okay. But anyways, also a shout out to Ribas, who's actually now taking the time out in Zanzibar, somewhere there in East Africa, in having a nice little relaxing holiday. Don't know where he found the time to do this. Whatever, dude.
I wouldn't
enjoy
mind
that.
I wouldn't mind a holiday right now. It would be great.
Sorry, Raid. We're not bullying Clean. I'm not bullying him
I
at all.
am.
I hope the devs don't mess up Battlefront 2, because finally I'm gonna get my Clone Wars campaign, which I wanted so badly. So
Just reminder,
Yeah.
just don't pre-order, please. Don't pre-order any game. I'm not even kidding. The last 5 years I pre-ordered 3 games. Pre-ordered Battlefield 4, that was a huge mistake. Even though I loved the game later on, early on it was just meh. And then I pre-ordered. I don't even think these count as pre-orders because I basically bought them half an hour before they released to the public. Stellaris and the City Skylines. So, it's not really pre-ordering for those as well. So yeah, there's not even gameplay out for the game, and people want to pre-order. Just don't. What is no? Stop.
yeah,
Well,
these
it
days
costs
with digital
money.
downloads, you don't have to worry about getting a copy in store. So I mean,
But my extra skin. My skin.
yeah, that's very true.
So it's not a scam. The money is for them. All right.
Balkan, it's not that bad, dude. The Joker's carrying completely, dude. This SVG team is very, very good.
Yeah. I've, maybe Fear isn't doing as well as his brother, but Joker is just definitely a great player, right? So let's get this show on the road. Now you can hear the game audio, that's for sure. So let's get in this here. This is map number 2 in our best of 5. Operation Lockers. So far 1-0 up for Pulse after winning Operation Lockers, of course. Siege of Shanghai, woo! 1-0 up in bombs for SvG.Infamous after our very hectic and very long first half, especially compared to the first map. So
I mean,
let's get this
honestly, when it comes to well, I'm actually gonna say honestly, when it comes to most of the teams that play each other in the Battlefield community, it's not rare to see a half go all the way to the end, you know, in terms of timing, like just the clock running out. Sometimes it's so back and forth on some maps that it's not hard to believe. But past this time now, I've decided now to move up. Ghost Freak's gonna carry the bomb up the mid. Can now rotate backwards. Good pushy on main road. They're forcing tap out backwards. Good utility grenade there. Getting a kill on Ash. Tap out clutches one against Tronics. Hater's gonna do work here and he does a good job there.
So Hato is still alive, very low on HP, and basically he's just trying to stay in position, right, so his teammates can get right onto that B site maybe. Will not be the case though. We'll be able to clean up one on Hado. They're gonna get shot down from the backside. Pulse are just all over these perfect, or excuse me, Infamous. These perfect respawns are just so good. Both teams, when they're playing on this Chinese side, just can play the flank so well, and they just stay in the cargo things.
Sorry.
What?
No, it's just our resident meme, Aubrey Alfie. He's joined the chat and saying Pulse 1 as in the number 1, first map 3-2-1 as in WON. Aubrey with the memes, guys.
Oh no. Oh no. That's just terrible. Alright, with the jokes aside, Pulse trying to hold off here in the second line of defense. Ghost is a pretty good spot, but he exposed himself for just a bit. Ash from the back, get it one kill. Now we saw this spot is extremely cash money for the defense, though they really don't want to reveal themselves to be in this way too early. And SvG unfortunately do not have smoke grenades to play around with. And that is a terrible spot.
Joker has 2 grenades itself, but I mean, like you said, the utility in terms of grenades, yeah.
And this is why we were talking. Oh my god, that Zuzu jump was perfect for Maxar. That is how you Zuzu jump. That is exactly how you Zuzu jump. Unfortunately, Panda is going to peek out a bit too much. Will get shot down. And SvG.Infamous will set up for their own defense here. As it's a back and forth, which is exactly what Siege Shanghai really always is.
Oh, Aubrey hasn't even said anything bad in chat and he's already on last warning. Slung's already giving him a last warning on ban. SvG, sorry guys, SvG trying to respond well here, but they're just getting caught out a little bit here. Pulse putting the afterburners on, if we can put it that way.
Yep, and they're going to be able to take this A-side plant here, and this is great. They need at least 2 players on the top side of the ball. Tronic's already taken down 1, and this is the thing: you do not want to push into the car show too early. You want to go all the way from the back. Remember, you've got 45 seconds to play with. That's a lot of time. Get yourself in a favorable position, go all the way around the flanks, and then push it through.
Sorry, dude, this chat is just lit up quite nicely.
Oh,
so our friend Rivers is telling Aubrey to go to bed because Aubrey's still young. So Aubrey telling him to go do Zanzibar things, but in Afrikaans, of course. So it's even more entertaining. But anyway, sorry guys. Pulse trying to defend this. SvG putting the numbers on. Got a whole the whole entourage is there.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this, but yeah, they will indeed get.
Hato is still here though, so he's gonna cause a bit of a problem. Yeah, he's still causing a problem. And SvG are keeping themselves in it, even though they've only got 1 MCOM. Still a lot of time left on the clock though. So even if they do get this next MCOM, it's not GG yet. Pulse do have a lot of... Well, they can still take it to OT if SvG do get this next MCOM. Ghost Freak getting multi there.
There we go. Cleanup's gonna come in for Pulse, and nice jump kill for Ghost Freaks. He gets one. Ash will get the help and the res here from Tronics, and they're going to push back onto the seaside, actually, this time around. Haddo is pushing in towards mid mall. He's going to get spotted, and we'll get the assist at least on one. A snap out. There we go. Ghost Freak from the top side as well, getting one kill of his own. Trying to spread out to the opposing end of the staircase. Won't be able to get anybody near the main spawn just yet. And this is great from puLse. They spread out just so much around that C site. They can basically just take down any player that even wants to go from the wide flank. And that's indeed what they're going to be able to spot. Unfortunately, Ghost Freak, there we go. Goes in for one. He goes in for two as well. Nice cleanup. Fearby, though, in the meantime, taking down one. Switches around for his sidearm. Won't be able to get the kill. Fortunately, though, Ash is still alive, and that's going to be the cleanup for Haddo. Double kill for him.
Yep.
And puLse will tie it up
puLse
1-1.
bring themselves back into it.
So this basically means that it's one more bomb, and it's a win for puLse. However, if Infamous are able to get one bomb of their own, then it will not be enough because they only took down one in the first half. It gets a bit complex, but it's basically you need to get a team to that third spot. Oh, the 1911 snipe. What is this? I think we're playing like Rising Storm at this point.
Oh, the SvG players just dropped.
Yep, I'm not too sure why though.
Look, he's the only man standing. Also, I don't think they're aware of it. Just.
So I think that I don't know if the game continues at this point. We will need
Yeah, Slang is gonna have to come
confirmation.
in here and just help out.
But I'm pretty sure if the rules are very close to ESL rules, then if the game is already live, then it has to continue, and everybody has to reconnect. So if it's the same, rule
sucks.
set, then you know that's how it goes. But there you go. puLse will be able to take it. There was a power failure. Okay.
No, so Slang saying they were meant to pause.
Joker. The entire salt shaker has just been spilled.
Are these guys? Are they back on?
No,
Sorry,
dude,
guys,
so
I'm
so
into
puLse
the day.
went
Yeah, they're
ahead
gonna
and
have
they
to. They're gonna have,
planted
no,
it.
even if they planted, that plant can't count because they were down with one player. They're gonna have to restart and just have that one plant advantage.
Okay, so it's 1-1
I don't know.
basically.
Yeah, it's 1-1. They're just gonna have to start
Okay.
with SvG on the China side.
Yeah.
puLse having the one plant advantage.
Okay,
That
just
round.
pop over to one of their team speaks. I think mainly pop over to puLse and just let them know.
Find it. Anyone can give me the puLse team speak in
I don't
the
have.
chat.
Okay, go to SvG and just do it then, because they're in charge of the server.
So are they all playing in one house?
No, man. They're
Or
all
like
they-
four? Or like same region?
I think the SvG guys, yes. Some of them are all playing together at the same place.
Aha.
So that's why they all dropped simultaneously.
Hopefully it's not the PCs that have been fried because they were plugging basically 4 computers into one, extension cord.
I'm sure that won't be the case.
Yeah, like I have 2 PCs, 2 monitors, and like charging equipment, so much stuff connected to literally one plug in the wall. It's a good thing at least the router is connected to another plug. Because like I have only two utility plugs in my in the main room of the house. and it's not.
Okay, so their power died. That's what happened there.
There you go. Typical. So I guess we're gonna have to play this 1 versus 5. And we'll see if Joker can actually get the win. I mean, he's a good player, but this will really test him out. Now, this is great because I indeed have 1v10'd the top teams in the world. I don't know if you know the story, Spitz.
No.
But about a year and a half ago, when ESL 1 was in its final season, I got to play on LAN against both Epsilon and INTZ at the same time, so it was a 1v10. And fortunately for myself, I was able to beat them fairly handily.
Nice.
And I was crowned the grand champion of Battlefield, like ever. Literally nobody else is
within
better.
that instance. Congrats, man.
If anybody does not believe this, you can check out the pictures that are on Facebook and on Twitter. So there you go. Ladies, if you're into a pro BFer, you know, you can hit me up.
Dude, if the ladies were into a pro BF, I wouldn't be sitting here single, okay?
Trust me, I've been single for 5+ years now. I know that feel. Thankfully, Battlefield, you know, was here for me. And now it's Rainbow Six mostly. So, and CS:GO before that. So
Yeah.
But yeah, we like Raid is in the chat, and we're both from the Middle East. We're both from Lebanon, so we know what it's like to have random power cuts.
Oh yeah, you've spoken about this before.
It's
Yeah,
in
that's
our
actually
blood.
the last time we caused it was when we were personally experiencing our power cuts.
Yeah, actually,
Not
yeah,
the
it was
last time we
last
caused
year.
it, but yeah, the last time we caused it a hectic one, yeah.
Yeah, and there were power cuts all over the country back then, and so just random people would just disconnect. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, we know all about that. Who knows? Maybe now we'll, there we go. They're starting to get in, so it means that SvG are slowly climbing their way back into this. Come on, you have more comp wins than I do in BF4. Yeah, but are they on LAN? No, they weren't. No, they weren't. No, actually, this might come as a surprise to like maybe 2 of you, but I've only played 1 Go4 and 2 PCWs and a few like rando ESL things. So yeah, in terms of competitive play experience, I'm actually the least experienced probably. So yeah, there you go. Wait, who's married?
Strawberry's married. I think Glenn's like, does she know she's married?
It's like those jokes where people will post like this really nice post about their wife or their girlfriend. They're like, oh, you know, look at what my wife did today. She's such a great person. I love her and everything, which is, you know, nice. And then people will comment on the pictures like, is she single? Or like, you know, wife her. Like, wait. I think that's already done. Yeah, that's how I spend most of my day. Checking out Imgur comments and thinking, wow, holy shit. EOD bot lockers round. To be honest, Spitz, I don't know.
Ja, we've already had our lockers round, dude.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but it's not an EOD locker round. Have you had this? Okay, whenever I play Metro, because Metro randomly comes up on a rotation, or there's like way too many people that want to lose their eyesight in the server that just vote for Metro, and you end up playing on it, and after that first push, you're like, you know what, screw this, I'm just gonna play with an EOD bot all game. And I always do this, and
Yeah,
I don't know what you do when you play on Metro.
So we have the infamous, not SvG.Infamous, but the infamous MWeb Mirage Lockers server, so it's lockers only, 24/7. Okay.
Oh, God.
So there was an occasion where they did wanted to do a rotation, and they brought in
Metro.
they brought in Metro a little bit, but then people got tired of it. But in our case, we have problems, well, particularly in Mirage, with M320s and Airburst in lockers. So that's our problem that we have. So EOD bots is not so much a problem. It's more the M320 LVGs and the M320 LVGs,
But
HE grenades.
that's
and,
why you play EOD bots, because EOD bots just if you play
Oh, sorry,
EOD bot,
UCAVs as well. Let's not forget about the bloody
Oh,
UCAVs and
God.
the mortars on snow side. We have a very infamous person who does that. I'm not gonna say his name on here. These guys will know who I'm talking about. But yeah.
oh god. What are some other fun stuff we can talk about?
Yeah, Rivers wants a shout out from you. I don't know if it's for him particularly. Rebecca's.
So when's the next LAN, actually, in South Africa? I saw the pictures and everything from, especially the post-event video that you guys made. So that was pretty fun to see.
Sorry, I'm just thinking because things have changed now this year. So normally the LAN is at Rage, which is the only major expo we really have these days. We do have other expos, but it's the only major electronics and gaming expo. Normally happens in October, but now apparently for this year, our DGC, which is Do Gaming Championships, which is this final LAN event, will happen slightly earlier this year at the same venue, but within a separate event.
Is it in like the Coca-Cola Stadium or something?
Yeah, so it will be, they've changed the name now, but basically it's like a nice little dome, venue thing. And this time, so only DGC stuff will happen there, so there will be no expo or anything, it will literally just be the LAN event.
Yeah.
And then in October at Rage will only be the Masters event, which is the guys that play CSGO, Dota, for that 1 million rand prize pool there. So, yeah.
Yeah, gotta get BF4 on that 1 million rand pool.
No, I don't think it's gonna happen.
I'm sure it won't, to be honest. But still, it would be really nice. Last year there was Overwatch as well, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Overwatch is starting to pick up a little bit now in SA. I'm not too involved there. I don't play the game myself. We do have a dedicated guy currently that I only know of, which is Saberfox, who used to play for XTC. Plays for Pew now, and also does some of the Battlefield casting now and again, but mostly, yeah, he's mostly on the Overwatch side of things now within South Africa. So yeah, there's a little bit of happening here and there, so
It could be really
have a
nice
look
to
out.
one day, visit South Africa.
Hey man, when you have the time and you have the cash, pop on by, but let us know if you do, then we can help you out and show you around and stuff. But for now, just concentrate on studies, bro.
Yeah, you gotta do that boring stuff.
You just finish your studies. Once it's done, it will pay off nicely.
Alright, Dad.
Okay?
It's like, when you're done, son, you can do
Yeah.
whatever you want. With your own money, especially.
Yeah. Okay, so thanks to whoever's handling the Pulse Gaming YouTube there, the DGC for Battlefield specifically will be handled in August this year, so slightly earlier. But it's still from the same venue as well, so.
User disconnected from your channel. User joined your channel. User disconnected from your channel.
So, I believe we are getting ready to go.
User joined your channel.
Sorry guys, don't ask me why my TeamSpeak does this, but it always mutes my microphone and I can't come back if I close the tabs. It's just up. The way that it's going to work now, so I'm literally making up rules here on the fly because this has never happened. We're going to play it like almost like a pause had to take place. So after that first plant happened, the first plant went off successfully in Pulse's favor.
Yeah, so technically it's
And-
1-1 on MCOMs now.
Yeah, technically it's 1-1 on MCOMs, but also remember that the time went down.
Oh yes.
No, there was so they're gonna restart this now, with Pulse having one bomb advantage on that side. Pulse is starting on the US side. Pulse already has one bomb. They can plant that same bomb if they want to now again, and then it counts for 2-0. But they're going to start with 10 minutes on the count. So they've got 10 minutes to play this round. If Pulse gets one plant, then it's GG. SvG obviously will need to get 2 plants to take it.
Yeah,
If
because
SvG gets one
their
plant, then it
previous,
still
the
stays
first half
1-1.
one still counts, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Alright. So just so
Okay.
we
Yeah,
know
so
from
we're
exactly
literally
what
playing from 1-1. If Pulse gets the next MCOM, they win the half. They win the map. If SvG get it, then they win the half in the map.
Touch match, wow.
Yeah. Okay, thanks, Slug.
Okay.
Thank you. So, let's get this show back on the road. Yes, I do give free eye exams if you pay me money.
Guys, you should know, Milosh is all about that PayPal account, guys. Come on.
Oh yes, actually yes. You don't know.
He
you don't
only
know.
does stuff if he can give you his PayPal details, and then you can just transfer that money.
We'll talk about Middle Eastern Lebanese some practices later on in marketing. So, oh, Fear, nice headshot coming in. He starts off the run with a beautiful 44 mag. It's been so long before I've seen these kind of headshots, and they are just arousing every single time.
Yeah,
So-
if you want Swagnums, do come on over to SA Pub servers and SA streams, and you'll see Swagnums for days. So they've cleared out Joker now. Now that signals the move up down the right side, well, main road that is. Hater's gonna push up hard here, and he's gonna get a kill.
That's done by Tronics,
Also now
though.
putting the pressure on SvG.
They clean up one. They only leave Pana alive, and I don't know if they've spotted him. So he is playing the ACWR on the engineer. Haxor is going to jump in right behind. Won't be able to get the kill himself. And this is a problem here. Fear is just on fire, but as I say that, he gets taken down. A nice cleanup, though, from Joker. And it's Joker and the Bro that are always on point in this. Pulse definitely do want to clean this round and take this second map. Put it in the bag. Let's see where Ghost comes in from here to defend the objective. There we go. Fear is going to get shot down, as well as Tap Out and Joker. And oh my god, this is almost a cleanup. Godlike eliminated. It's a Squadjo IP. And nobody is to be found. Pulse just went through and bashed SvG.Infamous. And this will give a pretty quick win for puLse.Evole. That was a quick one. Should be a GG.
because it's 2-1 now. Oh no, wait.
It is.
That is. It is.
Because Pulse were able to put the first bomb when they were playing the map.
Yeah, so they 2-0
First half,
up
in the
technically
second
in the
half.
second half, yeah. So it's
Exactly.
2-1.
Where's the shameless Twitch plugin? So guys,
We're not on Twitch, man.
We're not on Twitch, exactly. We're on YouTube Gaming. But if you know my name, at least my gaming name, Milosh the Medic, you can check me out on other websites.
What are you streaming these days? Are you still streaming on Twitch?
Yes, I do. Actually, I'm streaming the official Rainbow Six Challenger League.
Damn, that's tight.
Tomorrow's... I think they're going to play the grand final for Challenger League tomorrow. I'm not sure just yet. But tomorrow we're going to have pretty sick games tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So I definitely recommend going there. The channel is kind of gone pretty far. We're almost at 5k followers after Rainbow Six. And it's just streaming Witcher 3 and BF4 because Witcher 3 is amazing and BF4 is this game you play to unwind.
Yeah, basically.
What happened? I blinked.
Anyways, best of 5, guys. So SvG, if they can win this, they can still keep themselves in it.
Yep. If not, then Pulse can just take it in a quick 3-0, so definitely possible.
Yeah.
Now
What
this
time
is
is it now? Okay.
this is Zavod. This is a very aggressive map where an engineer is almost a necessity, really. If there's a map where switching midway through your push to engineer is extremely important, it's this one. And you can see that B and C site are so close. C can also be shot up from the top hill,
Yeah.
by the offense team on the US side, so there's a lot that can be done in that. We saw before Penta Sports would love to play this side, and this is just giving me a lot of good memories. Lexi would love to play the hill. He loves to be on top, so I'm told at least. The B site is fairly open. However, with a couple of smokes and a few small rounds, you can definitely clean it up, even though you might be all the way from the tanks, for example, here on the lower side. So, to start off this push, it's going to be a 3-2 split. Nobody going through mid just yet, and they're going to be just moving down. Here we go. As first shots are going to be rattled in as we start off our third map in this best of 3. 2-0 up for Pulse. After taking down Lockers, and a quick play on Siege of Shanghai. Res coming in from Joker, but it's a Panda trade as Joker jumps in, gets the second kill on a Haxor, and that's 3 players down for Pulse, and this might be one of the maps where strategy takes the win. Oh my god, Joker, beautiful headshot.
So SvG managing to get up forest and mid now, then they're pushing into the buildings now. And they're responding well here against Pulse. Godlike's rotated underneath. Gonna come around. He's gonna find 2. Both gets both. Well played to him. He one up here. It's about to clutch that unfortunately there, but Panda holds spawn just in time.
There we go, one more shot for Tronics. That's 3 kills for him. This is huge. Almost went for the 4th. Won't be able to do so. But it does give Pulse a lot of time to respawn. And they're going to be able to trade at least 1 for 1 here. Unfortunately, smart kills come in the way of Pulse. Infamous or SvG are down to only 1. He only is able to take down Ghost. And this is the terrible thing for a team that's trying to go for a B push if you're on the RU side. The C site is super open for them, and Pulse is just going to go in for the bomb plant. There's so many places that you can set up here. You can jump on top, you can basically go prone and open fire directly as they come in, or do what Hado's doing here and just use that machinery for you to pillar as everybody gets wiped from SvG in a blink of an eye.
So Pulse maintaining the dominance here, carrying it over from first 2 maps. SvG did show a lot of play in that second map on C.
And you were talking about
this map. They started off Zavod quite well, but since Pulse have come to the game, now SvG are finding it hard to get out of spawn.
And you were talking about this earlier on, where if Pulse are able to get the ball rolling, it's very difficult for them to be stopped. And as I say that, Ash peeks in and gets a 3k, eliminating SvG yet again. So the bomb is going to respawn in just a bit. Tronics is holding off by the lower tank side, give them a huge advantage. Now SvG trying to run all the way back to the forest, but this spot is so open, and they're just gonna let their spot be completely spotted out by puLse.Evole. Though 2-to-1 trade-off, nicely done. Hado is just trying to play the ticket booth here just on his own. He's going to be able to spot out 1, take him out. He's going to get rushed in just a sec. The problem is, Infamous are just dedicating so much energy and so much manpower to taking out players that are in just odd positions for them. And this is just giving Pulse a huge advantage. They will gain control of the bomb, and they're going to rush all the way across to A. And unfortunately, SvG are still tied up in the middle of the map with no respawns coming in at main base.
So they in fact went for the alpha plant. Might be easier to rotate to that side, as they did manage to clear out most of the SvG players in the mid, so you're gonna have to try and come in from spawn. While most of them, that is, Joker is behind, but he gets taken out. Here, gets a few partial hits there with his grenade. Pandas on the MCOM. Pulse plays onto aware. They're gonna see now, because Godlike spawned and popped out. Ball coming just in time and clearing out Panda. Here gets Ghost Freak. That tap out's gonna go with no utilities though to cover.
Turn around to the objective. There's still 2 more
Pulse
on it.
plays,
Oh, the small's gonna miss.
That fence saving him from that small. Managed to get out there just in time. gonna rotate back. Godlike gets a res there. Ash is still up on the hill here. He's gonna rotate, try and find some cover. More damage here. Panda's gonna get caught out. Yeah. Fortunate there for Panda. Tap out's rotated by himself quite a bit. He had to frag. Get himself a kill. Fear trades. Ghost Freak is on yellow. He comes up. Get a quick res. Does. Now they're going to go for Bravo as the SVG players are hanging around Alpha. And they have been spotted out, so the intelligence is there for the Pulse players. Bravo will be the... They're going to wait it out. Ghost Freak's going to stand on the MCOM. Let them think that he has the bomb. Get them to use all the utilities up. And that's what SVG are doing now. Bomb is still on the inside, but they don't know that. I think it's on the MCOM yet. Panda's trying to find Ghost Freak. I think they found him. They did. I think they've realized now the bomb is in the inside. Yep. Step out gets Axel. Gonna pick up the MCOM. Oh, sorry, the bomb. Rotate on down. Got two in the middle to deal with here. SVG. Hado gets one. Can't get the second. Two on crushes. Step out's rotated just behind cover in time. Might just be able to get on Bravo there. But the bomb does go down. Panda's on the back end. Around yellow. He's gonna get found out. Joker's here. Can't clutch that. Panda had to rotate away. Bomb has reset. Nope, the bomb's been picked up. Sorry, that's the reset there.
And this is the thing, now everybody's been wiped out from SVG, they're going to start to push to the other side. The problem is, SVG are the ones that have to take this out. It's Pulse that have that extra point that they can just play around with, even if they lose, even if they get pushed to the other side, and even if they lose this one objective, it's not a problem, that'll only be a tie-up. So here it's Infamous that are forced to do the aggressive plays, and Pulse are just letting them eat it in. Here we go, 44 mag will not be enough. Addo's going to be able to clean this one up and save Ash as more kills are going through. Panda all on his own, and you know what, he is fairly endangered as a species, and will get taken out as the bomb plant is going to be coming in from Pulse, and we're going to be seeing the respawns coming in from the defense here, RU side. Grenades are going to be lobbed right down on a B, but won't be doing much in here. We see them just trying to spread out. Unfortunately, it's a bit too open. No smokes to defend them as they try to go in. And you can see this. Smokes would have been perfect here to just basically shut out any sort of line of sight and force Pulse to play blind. But will not be the case. It's Hado's waiting around. He gets the assist on one, turns around for the second. I'm just going to try to stay alive, and the 44 mag will not hit. Pulse are being pushed up here. And they won't have much space to work around with. Already
Panda's
one
pretty
on the
much
defuse,
screwed,
but they
yeah.
take down Panda. Oh my god, it's a great kill. And there we go. It's going to be a 2-0 for our first half in this map. That's the thing. Everybody was focusing on getting the kills in the back. And they're like, you know what? Oh, there's 2 players left. We can wipe them out. And no, they just peeked in mid and opened fire. They had perfect line of sight. No smoke, no nothing to block them off.
Yeah. Utilities are key. I mean, we see it in Counter-Strike a lot of times. If you don't have utilities, you have to buy your own eco, and you can't even buy half a smoke. You're screwed off at the time. Especially when you're on the T side, so... Yeah. It's very tough when you're trying to defuse, like Panda was there, and you're standing in the open, and you've got no smoke to help you out. Yeah, and your teammates get, or your entourage in this case, gets cleaned up.
Now I need to watch Entourage again.
I've actually never watched that, so I'm chilled.
Guys,
I don't watch bad TV shows.
Oh god. Guys, Netflix and chill. You know what? I've been doing this for the past 2 weeks because I've been on university break, but
Oh yes,
I've only been watching Futurama,
Oh yeah.
and I haven't watched the second and third episode, I think, but I watched the first episode of season 3 of Rick and Morty,
Oh yeah.
and that is, I don't know how many people here are fans of Rick and Morty.
I don't watch that stuff, unfortunately.
You really should. It's amazing. And that first episode of the third season is a masterpiece. I've never seen any show do something as ridiculous as that. and we tie it back up, I've never seen a team that do things as ridiculous as Pulse right now, because they're just handing it to SVG. The problem is
Yeah.
there is no clear utility use from SVG, and this is the same problem that we're having and we were seeing last year. And unfortunately, all teams in general aren't really using it. There's always the one odd player here and there, but there's no limit on the amount of utility grenades that you could have. So use them. Don't
It
be afraid.
listen, it can be a case. I mean, SVG, they do have the utilities. It's just, like we saw earlier on when Pulse were on their Bravo, before they went in for the plant, you saw Ghost Freak was on the Bravo MCOM, and he was forcing out the utilities from SVG. So they're thinking, okay, this guy's trying to plant, or he's on the MCOM, you know, we need to deal with this guy first. Not realizing, no, the bomb is on the inside. So they're tossing their grenades, they're throwing everything to try and use those utilities to just clear out the remaining Pulse players. Then they get wiped, and then, like you said, I mean, and then when the clutch time comes, like for instance when the defuse needs to come in, they don't have a utility to use because the Pulse has already drawn those utilities out.
Yeah, and we saw that with them using Ghost Freak actually to draw out all of those, like you were saying before.
So I mean, yeah, it's SvG definitely. I mean, they have improved. I mean, all the teams I would believe. Well, I will stand by it. All the teams in South Africa have improved with their utility usage this year. Not only in Ballistix, but within the Talcom DGR games as well. They've upped from, you know, Prem all the way down to Open Division here. I mean, utility usage is better. I think it's just how like I said, like the Pulse team, the strats they put in place to force early utility usage out of SVG, so when the clutch time comes, they have no utilities to use.
Indeed.
And Fia is trying to find a few. He does find a good kill on Tronics there. SVG have managed to keep the bomb site and the bomb itself, so they're going to move on up. However, Pulse now do have control on the inside around the MCOMs. Be an interesting matchup here.
So nice headshot coming in from Ash. He'll be able to clean up the one in the back carrying the bomb here. Fear just really wants to peek, wants to get the kill. And well, unfortunately he's gonna be running into three hardy lads that are just waiting for him. And he's gonna get shot down. A nice trade off here from Godlike, but we'll get shot out yet again though. As we speak, Pulse are going in for that bomb plan. Haxor just squirming his way back.
Once again, unfortunately, Panda's the last man alive. Actually, no, he's got a man up now. Trying to deal, but he gets taken out unfortunately there. Fear, trying to clutch a kill. Fighting around Crushes here, does he come around? Stays low. Godlike is still up.
Need to wait. This is the problem. A lot of teams will play way too aggressive, and they tend to forget that they have 40 seconds to play because of that blaring sound next to them. So go in.
It's true, but I mean, remember, SvG are under heavy pressure as well because they actually need to be the team that's cementing the aggressive play here, but it's pretty much GG now. Don't think Fear's going to make it. Yeah.
That's
They'll
it.
cement themselves. Ballistix Battlefield 4 Grand Final for 2017 and walk away with a 5-man split of 12,000 rand, which is pretty decent in South African terms apparently right now in this, the economic climate we find ourselves in the country. That's not too bad for playing a game on a Sunday night.
Yep, that's gonna be quite a few drinks.
Yeah, quite a
Or
few.
some milk bottles for the little baby. Who knows?
Yeah.
So not too bad. Imagine if you could actually get into all of these tanks. Correct me if I'm wrong,
yeah.
but aren't these like T-54s?
I'm the tank guy, dude. I don't know my.
Do we
my
have
old
some
school
World
tanks
of
at
Tanks players in here? I've never played it, but I'm a big fan of tanks.
all? Might still have.
These are not 72s. I remember this because this is a story from the Lebanese Civil War. We go into this story before we clean things up. So in my city, like 40 years ago, PLO rebels came up and started attacking the military base. So the military base back then was named after my uncle, apparently.
Oh, cool.
And the army basically pulled out a T-54 to try and push the PLO away. And what the PLO did is just set up a anti-tank cannon at the end of the street. and they shot it out as soon as I got out of the base.
Yeah.
So that was great. So T-54 is not that good in armor.
Yeah.
So with that out of the way, that'll be the victory. So Spitz, that's a lot of money that's on the side. I know that you're making 120 rand at least yourself.
I'm making nothing, dude.
No.
But honestly,
Casters
doesn't
making.
bother me.
There we go.
It doesn't bother me, dude.
It's
Remember,
for
I
the
do
passion.
this- It's a courtesy thing on my side. It's really just my time that I take out, and I just come out here and just do my thing, and obviously a big thank you to everybody that comes out and watches what we do.
And speaking of that, guys, can we get a shout out for Spitz in chat? Hashtag Spitz Passion. Because he's doing.
Thanks,
He's been doing all of this. I just joined in for the final. Because unfortunately I didn't have much time before, but you know what?
But I mean, you managed to come around when, on that clutch game. So thank you again for taking the time and popping over and helping us
No
out.
problemo.
No, really appreciate your insight as always, and a lot of people loving your camera work there. Seems to leave mine to shame. So guys, I'm sorry you're still stuck with my camera work. So. Joke's on you. Okay. But
It's definitely doable.
yeah,
I
no,
mean,
it's
camera work is not too complex because for people like you and me, we understand the game better than most people. So like being a spectator,
well, from an outsider's point of view,
yeah, from an outsider point of view, we're like, okay, well, how are they moving? Their patterns, everything. We know which players they'll quite likely be facing, which positions that are very good for this team and this for a certain objective. So, things are much easier for a caster that knows his stuff. And, between yourself and myself, I'm pretty sure we have a decent chunk of experience in all of this. It's all about, the cinematic point of view. So
there you go. Yeah.
So when you actually want to do this, you drop the FPS down to 24, and that's when you do it. You want to play the full-on Ubisoft Assassin's Creed experience. I think that's how it's meant to be. Hopefully nobody from Ubisoft is listening because I'm actually working with them right now. So please don't, hey, kick me out.
Hashtag not in-game footage.
Exactly. There you go, Spitz Passion.
Yeah, thanks.
What
Thank you to everybody.
CR will rise?
I don't know, but CR will rise. It's another thing.
Indeed. Indeed. It's what I've been hearing nowadays. So, that is pretty much it for this. I don't know if we're going to talk to the teams, to some players.
I don't unfortunately have the puLse team speak. It would be nice if Slung could come and join us.
Yes.
Sorry guys, we're just quiet. I think we're waiting for Slung to show up, but he's not going to. Slung is in chat, but
He used to like dating, but then he started vaping. Oh god.
Why are you poking
Carl's.
me?
Oh, there we go. Here he is.
Why are you poking me, bro? Like, you could at least buy me dinner or something for the poking.
How am I supposed to buy you dinner? You're all the way in Cape Town.
Like a plan. That slang was immigrating. I'm not immigrating, bro. I'm just moving to another country.
Where are you going?
No, not really. No, I'm just going away for a bit.
Oh, lucky.
For a short little while. Well played, everybody. Thanks, guys, for the stream. And
No, it's a
done to
pleasure,
puLse
man.
for winning.
Yeah, and also well done to SvG for getting themselves to another final and fighting hard. They didn't just give it up.
Yeah, definitely, dude. All the complications, and I mean, we had a cack load of viewers
Yeah, which is
on
fantastic.
tonight. Milos, the people love you, eh? You should come do the SO scene with Spitz a bit more often, then. You'll get a PayPal following by the looks of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's all I care about.
Apparently. Slang, put your ass. I'm here. I'm sorry, apparently I've messed up the one guy's picture. I don't know if the one pulse. What's his face?
Yeah, actually, let's
Ash, apparently I gave him a new
In your
tuned on the
face.
stream. Yeah, I gave him a new face. And
Just lick the photo and
I gave him the face of someone else. I don't know if I did or not.
So that was not Ash?
I'm not sure. This guy's like a mystery. I think he camps so far back in real life as well that you never really get to see him. So you just take a wild guess as to, oh, this might be him.
Yeah.
Then, huh?
No, the
No,
best
not really.
one. So this is the joke that I was trying to make. So, I was sent this with position average, and like, Lang just tells me, "Yo, Velas, can you just have it so average just is like this, so you can't see it, you can't see the typo." So I'm like, I have a better idea. I'll just have an X over the A and then an E below it. So there you go.
Who is that? Who is that guy? Ash, like the guy that I have on there. That who is that? Not Ash? Oh, it's Nano. It's not. Oh my god. Well, you see, things like this happens, guys. I'm on my own doing all of this admin, doing the website, doing all the alles. So sometimes I make a few mistakes like that, average mistake. And
Well, let's be glad
and
you don't work in
having
Home
Ash
Affairs, dude.
mistaken for Nano.
Imagine you worked at Home Affairs and you got somebody's ID wrong.
Oh, this happens. You see, that's what I thought, eh? Like that's what I wanted you to do. Milosh, that move that you'd made upwards to try and crop the word out. How much effort, eh?
Yeah, it's a lot of work, man.
A lot of work, but hey, the guys here make it worthwhile.
Yeah, true.
The community makes it worthwhile, bro. Competitions and stuff like this comes a joy to do. Rip English. Jody, you come talk here if you talk English better, bro. Come rip me.
This is a thing for me.
People must take me for a gat.
This is a thing for me because, like, if I'm listening between you guys that are speaking full-on South African English, it's not super easy to understand because there's the accent, there's the wording, the slang, and then you have the fact that you introduce Afrikaans to it as well, which
we mix a bunch of Afrikaans into it and make it our own. We kind of rape the language, to be honest. Like, if other people from other countries hear us talk, then we do rape the language. I'm sorry, English language and Afrikaans, because I'm worse than Afrikaans.
So that's
We love you, slang.
that is pretty much it. Of course, we love you, slang. We love you, spits.
Thanks,
So,
man.
That
We love you,
is.
Milosh, and we love all you viewers as well, and the teams competing. And I didn't thank puLse for winning the bloody tournament. I don't know what I saw this guy's comment. Did Slang just thank puLse for winning? Why would I thank puLse for winning?
Thank you
puLse
for
was
winning.
just-
You'll be taking me out to dinner. Hey, thank you. That's
Which
basically.
puLse Cape Townians? There's Tronics and Ghost Freak. They in Cape Town, so they can take me out for dinner. Yeah. Thanks for the good idea. I will do that. puLse, before I pay your prize money in, I'll be making a dinner arrangement, and you guys can just handle the check.
It's gonna be very close to 10K round, I think.
Yeah, it'll be around 9,500 rand. So you guys can have the 500 rand that's left over after the dinner.
There you go. So you can basically go for a couple of rounds at the bar, which is what basically you were gonna do anyway. So,
Dude, 9,000 rand that's a lot of rounds. That's a lot. No, it's 10,000 rand is a lot of money. I think they'll split it in 5 ways. Each player will have 2,000 rand, and that's you could buy some RAM, you can buy SSD, you could put some money towards and buy another graphics card, or I don't know, like whatever the hell you want to do. A significant amount of money, and SvG is also winning 5,000, 1,000 rand each. That's a plane ticket somewhere if you want to go to a LAN or go see family or something. People are always, mostly students, any kind of money is welcome, and doing something that you love and receiving some money out of it.
He's
Makes
the
it
best.
worthwhile.
Kyle is the best at paying. Well, I'm gonna like you a lot, Kyle.
No, he's talking about me. They're calling me. They have this new thing of calling me in this community because they pretend like I'm fucking ancient.
Well, technically.
I'm not. Like, I don't even know. How old, I'm 32 years old.
Oh
Like,
God, it's like
that is like in dog years. That is. No, I'm not that old. Dude. Like these guys are going on. Is that old? It's not old. Please tell me it's not old.
Well, in gaming terms, it is old. I mean, you look at Dota. When Fear retired from Dota 2, the guy was only like 28, and he's called the old guy in the community.
Oh,
It's
Yeah.
only in South Africa where we have 40-year-olds working in the gaming community because it's still fine because they were playing games when they were kids.
Yeah, like what the oldest people you have are Red Eye and Scoots in global esports, and those are like the two oldest.
Yeah.
And
Well,
how
in South
old are they?
Africa, we've got guys older than Red Eye, I
I'm
guess.
pretty sure.
and that's 28. Eh? 28
What?
years old. The guy that you just spoke about.
Yeah, like Fear. I think he was like 27 or 26, and he was called the old guy in Dota 2. Like from a competitive gaming community, like point of view, from being a player.
Oh, it's Ghost. It's Ghost Wim. No, Ghost can't be a Wim. Ghost is like 25 years old, 26 years old.
Yeah, Ghost is far from being. Well,
Don't take it, Ghost.
guys, are we just gonna sit here and talk a whole bunch of nonsense, or are we gonna actually
No,
end this?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do this because I've got a headache that's killing me. That
Oh,
little
shit.
drop, that 4 people that dropped, was
Yeah.
like a on the fly, making up rules. Honestly, I can't even remember how that. But thank you for Pulse and SvG both for handling that like pros and allowing us to play that round over with it.
So
MacGyver
there you go.
move that we did.
So,
Alright, but I'm gonna say goodnight to you guys. Thanks so much for joining, and thanks so
Right,
much
Slug,
to
thank you.
good
the
night,
viewers
Slug.
again. Goodbye.
Good night.
Cheers, dude.
User disconnected from your channel.
All right, now
Alright, there
that
we
the
have it.
old man is has gone to sleep, we'll be able to round it up ourselves. So Spitz, thanks from myself and from pretty much everybody in the South African community for all the work that you've done during this season and many before it. Hopefully, we
Yeah.
continue to do some stuff later on in the future if things somehow change or continue. A thank you, of course, to both teams, and of course to the sponsors, Red Dragon, Antech, Crucial Ballistix, and of course Syntech, that basically brings everything to South Africa, to Lang for organizing everything, to all the teams that played throughout the season, to everybody that handled and lived with the spam on Battlefield South Africa's Facebook group. If you're not on there, definitely do check it out. Pretty much everybody that plays BF in South Africa is on there. If you want to squad up, meet some more guys to play with, that's the place to be. It's the same thing. A lot of communities like to get together, and it's very nice that there's a place for everybody. So,
Guys, I think also for me, just going forward, just look out. I mean, got another long weekend coming up now in South Africa, and I've taken the Friday off. And what I'm trying to do now in those occasions where I do have a lot of time on a weekend, or like now with the long weekends, I try to actually stream. Like just jump on pubs and stream some gameplay. But I'm always looking for people to join me, obviously, whether it be Battlefield 1, BF4, maybe even Hearthstone, who knows? But so just look out in the groups. I think I'll start popping in there and just saying, hey, listen, I'm going to play now. If you'd like to join stream, whatever, I'll pop you my TS details type thing. So just keep an eye out on that, especially if you do have Battlefield 1. It is a lot better to play with a bunch of guys. If we can get on the servers, that is. Our servers, we only have 2 major 64-player Conquest servers. So, and they always got long queues on.
yep. And thanks to EA.
So,
Thanks to EA that they actually added servers to the region. It was really nice. We campaigned quite a bit on Twitter to get that to get those running. So Middle East, East Asia, Southeast Asia, and of course South Africa now have their servers, which is nice.
now we just need servers for Battlegrounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just
All
need
my
that,
friends
but
have been
that's
playing
probably-
Battlegrounds, and I just
Yeah, I don't
know.
think that's gonna happen though. Every time I see SA servers on Battlegrounds, I think, oh, South Africa, but it's only South America, and it's like, oh man,
Yeah.
cringe. Yeah.
So there we go.
Alright.
Thank you all for coming here. We'll see you, I guess, next time. Remember that Spitz might be just live sometime, and you can definitely catch him on. So check out the Battlefield South Africa group. Thank you all for coming here. We love you. From myself, Spitz, from Lang, and everybody that worked on making this a reality. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
But
Microphone muted.